If you're over 60 and your legs feel stiff and heavy by the afternoon, the problem isn't aging. It's what you did this morning. Most seniors make 5 quiet mistakes before 9 a.m. Small habits, automatic movements, things you've done the same way for decades. But here's what almost nobody realizes. After 60, these habits don't just affect your morning, they weaken your legs all day. Research shows that the way you move in the first hour after waking up directly impacts your circulation, your balance, and even how strong your legs feel by evening. And one of these habits, something you probably did today without thinking, is the biggest reason your legs feel heavier and stiffer than they used to. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what these 5 habits are, why they matter more now than ever, and simple changes that help your legs feel lighter, stronger, and more comfortable throughout the day. But here's the part most people miss. Fixing these habits doesn't require equipment, gym memberships, or changing your entire routine. Just small adjustments that take less than 2 minutes total. Let's dive in.
Your morning routine sets the pattern for how your legs perform all day. After 60, your body doesn't wake up the same way it used to. Your circulation slows overnight. Your muscles stiffen from hours of lying still. Your joints take longer to loosen up. This is completely normal. It happens to everyone. But here's where it gets interesting. What you do in those first 30 to 60 minutes after opening your eyes can either help your legs recover from sleep or lock them into that stiff, sluggish state for hours. Many seniors unknowingly repeat habits that keep their legs feeling weak longer than necessary. And over time, these small daily patterns add up. Some experts believe that morning habits compound. Good ones make you feel better and better, while harmful ones slowly chip away at your mobility. The good news, these aren't permanent problems. They're just habits, and habits can be changed. You don't need special equipment. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to understand what's happening and make a few small shifts. So let's start with the first habit. This one affects almost everyone, and it happens within seconds of opening your eyes. But here's what surprises most people. This habit doesn't just make your legs stiff in the morning, it affects your balance for hours afterwards.
Here's what most people do. Alarm goes off, throw back the covers, swing legs over the side, stand up. Fast, automatic, done. But after 60, this sudden movement can shock your entire system. While you sleep, your blood pressure drops. Your heart rate slows. Blood pools in certain areas because gravity isn't pulling it the way it does when you're upright. When you jump out of bed too quickly, your body scrambles to catch up. Your heart pumps harder. Blood vessels adjust rapidly. Leg muscles activate from complete rest. For some seniors, this causes dizziness. For others, it creates that stiff, heavy feeling that takes 20 or 30 minutes to shake off. Some studies suggest that sudden postural changes, going from lying down to standing quickly, can temporarily reduce blood flow to the legs. Your muscles aren't getting the oxygen they need right away. And when muscles don't get what they need, they feel weak, stiff, and slow to respond. Now, you might be thinking, I've been getting out of bed this way my whole life. That's true, but your circulatory system isn't the same as it was 20 or 30 years ago. So here's the simple fix. Give your body 30 to 60 seconds to wake up before you stand. Here's how. When you wake up, stay lying down for a moment. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Then, while still on your back, gently flex and point your feet a few times. This wakes up your calf muscles and gets blood moving. Next, slowly roll onto your side. Pause for 5 seconds. Then, use your hands to push yourself up into a sitting position. Don't rush. Sit on the edge of the bed for 10 to 15 seconds. Let your legs dangle. Move your ankles in small circles. Then, only then, stand up. This entire process takes less than a minute, but it gives your circulatory system time to adjust gradually instead of all at once. Many seniors who make this one change notice their legs feel less stiff in the morning. Some even say they feel steadier on their feet all day. But here's something most people don't know. This habit doesn't just affect your legs. It affects your brain too. Published research shows that sudden postural changes can temporarily reduce blood flow to the brain, which is one reason some seniors feel foggy or off balance in the morning. Now, that's the first habit. But the second one happens right after you stand up, and it's something almost nobody thinks about. In fact, this next habit is so automatic that most seniors don't even realize they're skipping something their legs desperately need. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that your legs feel fine when you wake up, but by mid-morning they start to ache or feel heavy? That's not random, and it's directly connected to what we're covering next.
Most seniors don't drink water first thing in the morning. They wake up, get out of bed, shuffle to the bathroom, maybe start coffee, but they don't drink water. And here's why that matters for your legs. You lose more fluid overnight than you realize. Even though you're not moving, your body is working. You're breathing, you're sweating a little, your kidneys are filtering waste. By the time you wake up, you're mildly dehydrated. Not dangerously, just enough to affect how your body works. And when you're even slightly dehydrated, your blood gets a little thicker. Thicker blood moves slower. Slower blood means less oxygen reaching your leg muscles. This can make your legs feel stiff, heavy, and crampy, especially in the calves. Some research suggests that even mild dehydration can affect muscle function and increase cramping risk. And for seniors, this effect is more noticeable because kidney function naturally declines with age. Plus, dehydration affects your joints. The cartilage in your knees, hips, and ankles need fluid to stay cushioned. Without enough hydration, movements feel stiffer and more uncomfortable. Now, you might think, I drink water throughout the day. Isn't that enough? Yes and no. Drinking water throughout the day is great, but your body benefits from getting hydrated right away in the morning, before you start moving, before coffee, which can dehydrate you further, and before your muscles have to work. Here's the simple fix. Drink 1 full glass of water within 10 minutes of waking up. Not coffee, Not tea, not juice, just plain water. You can keep a glass or bottle on your nightstand the night before. That way, it's right there when you wake up. If plain water feels boring, add a squeeze of lemon. Some people find that more refreshing. The goal is 8 to 12 ounces. You don't have to chug it. Just sip while you're sitting on the edge of the bed or getting ready. Many seniors who start this habit say their legs feel less crampy within a few days. Some even notice more energy in the morning. But here's the part almost nobody talks about. Hydration doesn't just help your muscles, it helps your circulation too. When you're properly hydrated, your blood flows more easily through smaller vessels. This means better oxygen delivery to your legs, which helps them feel lighter and more responsive. Now, hydration is important, but the third habit, it's something you're probably wearing right now, and it could be affecting your legs in ways you'd never expect. In fact, this habit affects everything from your knees to your lower back, and most people have no idea it's even a problem. Let me explain what I mean.
Most people don't think about their feet when they're worried about their legs. But here's the truth. Your feet are the foundation for everything above them. Your ankles, knees, hips, and lower back. When your feet aren't properly supported, it throws off your entire alignment. And when alignment is off, your leg muscles work harder just to keep you balanced and upright. After 60, this matters even more because your arches naturally flatten a little, foot pads thin out, and balance becomes more sensitive to what's under your feet. So what are most seniors wearing around the house? Old slippers with no support, flat socks on slippery floors, or nothing at all. And while that might feel comfortable in the moment, it creates problems for your legs throughout the day. Here's why. When you walk barefoot or in flat, unsupportive footwear, your feet work harder to stabilize every step. This puts extra strain on your arches, which affects your ankles, which then affects your knees. Over time, this leads to calf pain, shin stiffness, and that heavy, tired feeling in your legs, even if you haven't done much walking. Some experts believe improper foot support can affect circulation. When feet aren't aligned properly, it can compress certain blood vessels in the lower leg, making it harder for blood to flow back toward the heart. And when blood doesn't flow efficiently, legs feel heavier and more fatigued. Now, you don't need expensive orthopedic shoes for walking around your house, but you do need something that gives your feet basic support. Here's the fix. Wear supportive indoor shoes or slippers with a cushioned sole and a little arch support. Look for a firm sole, not completely flat, cushioning under the heel and ball of the foot, a snug fit so they don't slip off, and a non-slip bottom. You can find these at most shoe stores. They don't have to be fancy. They just need to support your feet properly. Many seniors notice that when they switch to better indoor footwear, their legs feel less tired by the end of the day. Some even say their knees and hips feel better. But here's something most people don't realize. The wrong footwear doesn't just tire your legs. It affects your posture too. When your feet aren't supported, your body compensates. Your knees might turn inward slightly. Your hips tilt forward.
your lower back rounds. These small misalignments add up over hours and days, creating strain you don't notice until something starts hurting. The point is, your feet matter, and giving them proper support, even when you're just walking around the house, makes a real difference for your legs. Now, that's 3 habits down. But the 4th one, it's something that happens after breakfast, and it's one of the biggest reasons legs feel stiff and weak by lunchtime. In fact, this habit is so common that almost every senior does it without thinking, and it's slowly weakening your legs in a way most people never connect. Let's talk about what happens when you sit too soon after waking up.
Here's a common morning routine. Wake up, get out of bed, go to the bathroom, make coffee, sit down for breakfast, then sit and watch the news or read for an hour or 2. By mid-morning, you've already been sitting for a solid chunk of time. And your legs? They're starting to feel stiff, heavy, sluggish. Here's why. When you sit, blood flow to your legs slows down. Calf, thigh, and hip muscles aren't contracting much, so they're not helping pump blood back toward your heart. This is called venous pooling. Blood pools in the lower legs instead of circulating efficiently. After 60, this effect is more noticeable because veins lose some elasticity. They don't bounce back as quickly. So blood sits in the legs longer, making them feel heavy and uncomfortable. Plus, sitting for long periods without movement causes leg muscles to stiffen up. Hip flexors get tight. Hamstrings get tight. Calves start to ache. And the longer you sit, the worse it gets. Some studies suggest that prolonged sitting, especially in the morning, can reduce circulation efficiency for hours afterward. Even when you do get up and move, legs take longer to feel normal again. Now, you might think, but I need to sit and eat breakfast. I need to rest when needed. Absolutely true. You should sit and eat. You should rest when needed. But the key is not to go straight from lying in bed for 8 hours to sitting in a chair for another 2 hours without giving your legs a chance to wake up first. Here's the simple fix. Move for just 2 to 3 minutes before you settle in to sitting for breakfast or morning activities. Here's what you can do. After you get dressed and before you sit down, take a short walk around your house. Doesn't have to be fast, just a gentle, slow walk through a few rooms. Or stand in your kitchen and do simple movements. March in place for 30 seconds. Do 5 to 10 gentle knee lifts. Roll your ankles in circles. Gently shift weight from side to side. The goal isn't exercise. The goal is movement. You're waking up your leg muscles and getting blood flowing before you sit. This small habit, just 2 or 3 minutes of movement, can help legs feel lighter and more comfortable throughout the morning. Many seniors who make this change say they don't get that heavy, stagnant feeling anymore. Some even say they feel more energized overall. But here's the part that surprises most people. This habit doesn't just help your legs. It helps your mind too. Research shows that light movement in the morning improves mental clarity and mood. It's like turning on a switch that makes everything else in your day feel a little easier. Now, we're almost to the 5th habit, but before we get there, I need to tell you about something that surprises most people. There's one more morning habit, something you do in the bathroom that can subtly strain your legs without you even realizing it. And it has to do with posture.
This one might sound strange at first, but stay with me, because it matters more than you think. Most people don't think about how they position their bodies in the bathroom. They lean forward at the sink. They twist while washing their face. They bend awkwardly to pick something up. And all of these small, seemingly harmless movements can put unnecessary strain on your legs, especially your lower back, hips, and knees. Here's how. When you lean forward at the sink, your lower back rounds. This puts pressure on hip flexors and hamstrings. Over time, this tightness travels down into knees and calves. When you twist to reach for something, like a towel or toothbrush, while your feet are planted, you're rotating your spine and hips in opposite directions. This creates tension through your entire lower body. And when you bend forward without bending your knees, you're putting extra strain on your lower back and the backs of your legs. For younger people, this isn't a big deal. But after 60, these small strains add up. Muscles are less flexible, joints are less forgiving. Repetitive strain, even small amounts, leads to stiffness, discomfort, weakness. Some experts suggest that poor postural habits, especially first thing in the morning when your body is still waking up, can set the tone for how muscles and joints feel all day. Now, you're probably thinking, how am I supposed to wash my face without leaning forward? Fair question. Here's the fix. Adjust how you position your body during everyday tasks. When you're at the sink, stand closer so you don't have to lean as far. Bend your knees slightly instead of bending only at the waist. Keep your back as straight as comfortably possible. When you're reaching for something, move your feet instead of twisting your torso. If you need to bend down, squat with your knees instead of bending straight over. When you're brushing your teeth or washing your face, keep weight evenly distributed on both feet. Avoid locking your knees. Keep them soft and slightly bent. These adjustments might feel awkward at first, but after a few days, they become automatic. And many seniors say they notice less stiffness in their legs and lower back throughout the day. But here's what almost nobody realizes. Your bathroom posture doesn't just affect your back, it affects your balance. When you lean and twist awkwardly, you're training your body to move in unstable patterns. Over time, this makes you less steady on your feet, even when you're not in the bathroom. The point is, your body position matters, even in small, everyday movements. And when you pay attention to how you move, especially in the morning when your body is still waking up, you prevent a lot of unnecessary strain on your legs.
So let's bring this all together. We've covered 5 morning habits that quietly weaken your legs and reduce your mobility. Getting out of bed too quickly. Give your body 30 to 60 seconds to adjust before standing. Skipping morning hydration. Drink a full glass of water within 10 minutes of waking. Wearing the wrong footwear indoors. Use supportive slippers or indoor shoes. Going straight into sitting for long periods. Move for 2 to 3 minutes before sitting for breakfast. Incorrect bathroom posture. Stand closer to the sink. Bend your knees. Avoid twisting. Now, remember that habit I mentioned at the beginning? The one that affects your balance for hours afterwards? It's habit number 1, getting out of bed too quickly. Most seniors don't realize that jumping straight from lying down to standing shocks their entire circulatory system. And that shock doesn't just make legs stiff, it affects balance, coordination, and even mental clarity for hours. The good news? You don't have to overhaul your entire life to make a difference. Start with just 1 or 2 of these changes. See how your legs feel. Then add another. Small changes, done consistently, make a big impact over time. And here's the thing. Your legs want to move. They want to feel strong and stable. They just need a little help from you in the morning to get started.
You've just fixed the things that weaken your legs in the morning. The next video begins building strength, gently, safely, and in ways most seniors find easier than walking. These are 5 exercises that work better than walking for stronger legs after 60. You can do them right at home, even if you've never exercised before. It's the natural next step, and your legs will feel the difference. The video is on screen now. I'll meet you there. As always, this video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always speak with your healthcare provider about personal concerns.